Hello, I just wanted to make this video to show an objective comparison with and without the bell cover on a trumpet. We've been using bell covers in the University of Kentucky Wildcat Marching Band, and we will be using them in some of our classical and jazz ensembles throughout the school year. I want to make this clear that I'm not making any statement on COVID-19 or how it is being handled at all in this video. I am merely addressing people that comment on Facebook or say that they do not think that the bell cover makes any difference to the playability or the sound of the trumpet. Now, let me show you what I was doing with this recording as far as recording and processing. The microphone I was using was an Earthworks SR20LS microphone. It's a little bit bright, so I was adding a little bit of a boost in the 400 hertz range just to put a little bit more body back into the tone, and then I was cutting some room noise at 1.7 kilohertz. For reverb, I was using Waves Audio's hybrid reverb with a 6-second total tail, but with an initial delay of 2 seconds. Now, the things you cannot hear in the recording in this video is the projection of the horn. I did not have access to a good spot to record from a long distance away, but that is where the bell cover has the most noticeable difference to me. I've had people come up to me after marching band rehearsal, either former trumpet players or adults that I know that either play trumpet or understand trumpet, and they have told me that either the trumpet section just sounds off or we sound like mellophones, and from a distance, the trumpet with the bell cover does sound like a mellophone. I'll show you in a second some frequency analysis of the tone. But basically, what we're noticing in the trumpet section is we're having a lot of trouble projecting a long distance. We're having trouble cutting through the band, and we're having trouble with articulation. A lot of your clarity of articulation comes from your higher frequencies, and the bell covers muddy up the higher frequencies on the horn. So I'll pull up two real-time analyzer shots. This top one here is me playing a high D, concert C, concert D above, high D above the staff, with the bell cover on. So you notice you have your fundamental tone and then all the overtones. And yes, all the overtones are there, but when you compare it to without the bell cover, you can see that the high overtones are much more defined without the bell cover. You can see here that the bell cover is muffling the sound a little bit, and that is bringing out a lot of these frequencies that are not in the harmonic series. And that is, to me, in my knowledge of audio and trumpet, that is what is killing our projection and clarity. So this is just an objective way to look at the difference with and without the bell covers. In my personal opinion, I really do not like the bell covers. It makes the instrument a lot more difficult to play, makes it sound not as good, and it does affect the intonation as well. My chops were destroyed after marching band when I recorded the tapes for this video, so it's not a very accurate representation of the intonation, but I know my horn pretty well, and there were tendencies that were just a little bit off. The other big noticeable thing, which would most likely come out in a jazz band, is notes in the high D to double G range are very stuffy and very difficult to slot. I absolutely would not want to have to play lead trumpet with this, though I am lead in one of our jazz bands this semester, and I might end up having to do that anyways. I will work through whatever I have to do in order to keep everyone safe, but I really am not looking forward to having to play with the bell cover in that range, just because it is a lot more difficult and just in general does not sound as good. So anyway, thank you for watching. I just want to reiterate that I'm not making any statement on how the UK School of Music is handling COVID-19 or anything like that. I am just providing an objective look at what the bell cover does to the tone of the trumpet. Thank you.